That week, I think in general for the entire league was just hard. Emotionally and mentally, I think that week people were hitting like their breaking points, just created a whole big mess. That week, I think, was hard for me because I didn't know what to say and what to do, and I just felt like every decision I was making, I was like, someone's gonna hate it. We had an opportunity to win 2 games that weekend and we only won 1. It's just like the stress of like, they told us like, oh, the bonuses we can get on sets now. So now everybody's like, money, money, money. And I'm just sitting here like, hi, like I'm here to play volleyball and enjoy what I'm doing. Like the money is an added benefit. I get to do what I love and earn something, but like that didn't change my mindset from the week before. And I feel like that changed people's mindsets as well, because people started getting more frustrated because they're like, well, if we win this set, we get like $100 or however much it is. And so now we're not winning sets and everybody's focused on things that aren't volleyball related. And so I saw that a lot happening with my team. I felt like we weren't focused on volleyball. We were focused about who was playing and who should be playing and why aren't we playing, or why aren't we making these types of changes, or why aren't we winning, and all these things that like just brought our minds away from like what was happening actually on the court. It was frustrating that like because of what happened, I was no longer in that position, but also I was like, I get a week that I don't have to worry about being a coach and a captain. I can just play. Like, and that was like the hard thing about being captain, is just like I wanted to play, but then I still had responsibilities to lead the team. If I was in this situation again, I would probably relinquish more of the responsibility on the coaches and just allowed myself to play. I enjoyed the experience of being like coach and captain in a practice aspect, but in a game, it needs to be like totally the coach so I can focus on what I'm doing. Because there's such a big range of ages here that like now I have people who are playing side by side by me that are older than me. That's a different dynamic, and understanding how can I communicate with you as if you're my peer, not like you're my elder. And that was like a very strange thing for me to deal with, because like I've never had to deal with that. Like the oldest person I've played with was like 3 years older than me, and I'm like whatever. And like this week was the first time that I actually like struggled.
Leah Edmond was the #1 pick, had been performing exceptionally well. The hitting hasn't been there this weekend, 160, 150.
Well, it's really frustrating, especially when you're leading, you know, you're at the top of the leaderboard, or you're at least hovering around there, and you know that's on your individual point. She wants to win games.
Leah Edmond has lost 4 of her last 5 matches. It's getting frustrating for her.
But like I was in like pain, like I've always been in pain, like warming up, and we just felt like, oh, she just needs help warming up. So like the whole season I've been dealing with that type of pain. Like every time I hit like the first couple balls and hitting lines are always a little painful. And then by the time I'm getting through it, I don't feel it. During a game time, I don't feel it. Saturday, I was doing fine. Me and Kelly, like she's usually setting Betty. So we were having issues connecting, and so we didn't get set as much. So my arm got colder a lot sooner. And so I was feeling pain during a game, and I was like, oh my God, like this, I'm feeling pain in the game. Like I've never had that. But Monday was like the first time that like no matter how hard I swung or how many swings I took, I was in pain. And this past week it has turned into not me being in pain just when I'm playing volleyball, to like I can't sleep on my right side. Like it's painful for me to lift my arm up. It just kind of like slowly was getting worse and worse and worse, and I thought I'd be able to make it. And then like last weekend it hit like it's, yeah, no, we're not doing this.
You know, last night was probably the first night we didn't see her playing at the level that she had been over the course of the last few weeks.
I think the big story here, though, is that Leah Edmond struggled all weekend. And, you know, talking to her, it was actually due to a shoulder injury. She didn't feel comfortable, and now it's so painful, and she tore it slightly that she is now leaving the league. So I think that kind of sent ripples into the league as a whole, and that obviously is a really big hit.
Did you call it yesterday?
I called it on, was yesterday, Tuesday? Yeah. So I went to go see the doctor on our off day. Like they told me I need to go get it like repaired. And I was kind of like, okay, like that's after, like we made a date after the season. To me, like my dad, he's been around pro athletes his entire life. He was like, you gotta know when it's your time to stop. And like, I've never been good about it. I think this is the first time in my entire career that I've actually stopped myself. And I was like, well, you know what? If I'm gonna do it, we're gonna do it now. You're not gonna sit here and let me be anxious and have the emotions and having to watch everything happen, and I have to sit here and watch the end of the season. So I'm like, if we are gonna do it, we're gonna do it next week, which is exactly what's happening. I finally have reached a point where I was like, I can't do this.
How did you feel afterwards? Like,
I bawled my eyes out. Because that's never something I've ever done. Like, I've never been like, I don't want to play, or I'm too injured to not play. It's always been like, either, no, you're somebody else telling me that, like, no, you physically can't play, or I'm playing through it. So, like, it was a shock. I called my best friends and told them, because they were just like, it was just a shock to everyone that, like, I actually chose myself for once, which is like a weird thing to say. And I have the tears coming in my eyes, but just like, I've never put myself first in terms of health, because then I felt like I was letting myself down. Because like the competitive part of me, I want to play, I want to be out there, I want to give myself a chance to win, I want to help everybody else win. And so I felt like, oh my God, I'm giving up. So it was hard for me to come to terms of like, no, it's okay. Like, you are in pain and like it doesn't feel good, and like I could take a swing this weekend that could really ruin everything. And I think that was what came to mind, because I was like, I'm already in an immense amount of pain. Like, what happens if I do one dive on my shoulder or a block or something that puts it over the edge? Like, I just didn't want to take that risk anymore. But I don't know if there's a word to define my rookie season. I think it's funny because from an outside perspective, like people who don't know me, this was like shocking. And then what I did was like, okay, you're a rookie. But like to me and to like everyone who's played around me, it was like, nope, that's her. That's just her. And so to me, I was just kind of like, I'm playing volleyball. Like, it didn't feel like a big deal. It didn't feel like, oh, I was a rookie and I was doing this. It felt like, I'm just being me. Just not all these people have gotten to experience me yet. And like a confidence in myself that I knew I was playing the way I've always played. And I think it was just an incredible experience, to say the least. I don't even know if I have enough words to describe it. So it was nice to show myself to the world.